Cool, what's up, y'all? So we're back with another episode. Today I got my brother bringing him back, Bryson. He hopped back on. We want to touch on a few really important things today. A lot of them being more tailored towards him and his big things that are coming, but also give you guys some game as well. So B, thank you for hopping back on, bro.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Yes, sir. So let's hop right into it, bro. A lot has changed since the last time that they saw you on the platform, but I want you to kind of touch on, kind of catch us up on the last, 5 or 6 months for you and like what you're, looking to build and kind of where you're at, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, I think I started with you guys back in October. So, however, I'm not good at math. So, however many months that, I have to like count it on my fingers, but 5 or 6 months. And it's like, dude, like, I don't think I've like written, like, submitted less than 50K since the first like full, 30 days since October. And then it's like, bro, other than that, it's like the leads have been fire. Like, obviously, you have like your good weeks and your bad weeks, but it's like, bro, like communication, like communicating with you guys, like you guys are on it and it gets fixed. So, it's like, obviously it's sales even when you're going through like your bad weeks and stuff like that. It's like, bro, like you still have the previous weeks of leads to run through. And it's like I feel like some people just don't do that. Like they expect every week to be just like 100%.
Yeah.
But it's like
Um,
every week's not going to be 100% if you're not given 100%.
yeah, no, 100%, bro. He's doing something special, y'all. I want to briefly talk about your team, brother. I've given him kudos in private, but I want to give him kudos in public. I work with a handful of his agents and he's continuing to grow, and they are as to be expected, as advertised, trained up by Bryson himself. But bro, I actually want to ask you a few questions about that. Actually, like, can you walk
Mm-hmm.
me through kind of like the mindset that you tell your agents and like people that come to work like on your team? Like, what are you? Because I've seen their numbers and they don't even buy nearly as many leads as you do, but they still write good business. Can you walk me through like what are you telling them? What are you telling people when they're getting on board? What can they kind of expect working directly with you?
Yeah, bro, just it's all a mindset, dude. So it's like coming into it, it's like you have to be like developing. So it's like they have to be expecting to come in and like be developing their mindset because it's like, yeah, it sells at the end of the day, but it's like it's kind of for instance, it's like I had an agent like call a lead and they kind of were like, oh, screw off, whatever. And I was like, bro, you just didn't have any energy. You know what I mean? I was like, you sounded like depressed almost on the phone. Like it sounds bad saying that, but it's like, no, dude, like people want to work with like high valued people, high energy people. So I was like, you have to like bring that energy every day and then translate it into the phones. And I was like, you're going to see success. I was like, I was like, we sell life insurance. Like everybody needs it.
Right.
So I was like, at the end of the day, it's all about like really just like getting the mindset to, not just coming in and kind of like getting the, oh, I work for myself 1099. So, I don't really have to work that much. Cause I feel like some people like mistake it and they come in and they're like, oh, I have to work less because I don't like work for somebody. And it's like, I sat someone down the other day and I was like, dude, like if you were at a 9 to 5, like, do you think you'd still have a job? Then they were like, no. And I was like, okay, like what's different? I was like, you're like confused on, why you might be struggling to make money right now. But I was like, we'll just take that into like instance. And we just kind of looked at inputs. So I just kind of have them focus on like inputs and not necessarily the output, whether they are coming in with money or coming in without money.
When you look for a recruit, what are you looking for? Are there any characteristic traits you're like, hey, I want to hire this guy? What goes through your mind when you identify somebody like I
Bro,
want?
honestly, I get this from our mentor Jay, bro. Like a beating pulse, like is like, bro. Honestly, it's like as long as they're breathing and talking and like have a pulse, like I'll like obviously take them in.
Got you. I like that. And then when they get in, what's the first thing that, imagine I'm a random person and you're like, yo, come work with me.
Mhm.
How do you explain the opportunity to them? Like, what do you do, Bryson? What is like your response? How do you get them to be like, yo, this is something I want to join him with?
Yeah, so I mean, I start off right off the rip. I'm like, yeah, dude, like I own a life insurance agency. It's virtual sales. I was like, but it's like we're not cold calling people. It's all lead based. I mean, we're obviously buying our leads, and then it's like, boom, like you better like hop on Discord. Like, here's my Instagram, something like that. Kind of let them,
Mhm.
see my posts and stuff like that. And then I usually follow up with them and try to get them onto like Discord or come into an office wherever we're at, like making phone calls. And I want them in person. I want them to see it because I feel like that's a lot of like the I don't know. The reason a lot of people might think it is a scam is because it's like, oh, it's like virtual sales. Like they see all kinds of stuff online virtually. So it's like I want to get them either on like the actual disc in a Discord with us where we're making calls or get them in person so they can actually see it.